Yo, we here to talk about the Avengers. I mean, the Power Rangers. I guess Batman versus Superman. But thank y'all for coming back for another Cornbread Movie review. Watch the intro, and then we'll be back to talk about the movie I'm really going to talk about.
Hey, Cornbread review off the bat, bro. You might not like my review there, man. Yeah, so all in all, man, it ended up coming up 2.5 out of 5. Two of them things. Yo. 5 out of 5 cornbreads for the Cornbread review. What you think?
Yo, welcome back, Cornbread Movie Review family. We are back with another episode. And this, of course, is another movie review. Man, we got to get into it. Today, we are here to talk about Fast and Furious 9. That's right. We're there. Episode 9. It's really the 10th movie, if you want to count Tokyo Drift. But Fast and Furious 9, a couple things from this movie. It's in theaters only. I don't think it's on any streaming platforms. It's the extended version of a long saga. You know, you've heard of trilogies, but this is times 3 of trilogies, man. I think we're reaching towards the end of these movies, man. And it's also rated PG-13. So before we get into any of the ratings and things like that, rest in peace, Paul Walker. Make sure that you like and subscribe these videos. Right below, there's a subscription box. Make sure you subscribe, click the bell, turn notifications on. But we're here to talk about it today. Who's in this movie? First, if this is the first time you've seen this episode, I break down each movie into 5 categories. So the first category we're talking about is acting. Who's in this movie? Vin Diesel. The Diesel man himself, the person who can do no wrong. He's in it. He's always, I guess I'm going to classify him as Superman in these type of movies. You know, he don't take no losses at all. I think it's probably in his contract. He can't lose anything. It doesn't matter what it is. Probably in rock, paper, scissors, he'll win every time in that too. So he's in this movie. There's nearly no acting range for him. I didn't see it. They gave him, I guess, throughout the other movies, he dealt with loss, pain, questioning his beliefs, but he always stayed true to family first. So I guess you get some points for consistency in that. But also in this movie, John Cena. I guess because they couldn't get The Rock anymore and other people, they had to cast somebody else who was swole and who's an actor. So they got John Cena, plays Dom's little brother. They don't look anything alike. Their pops is kind of Hispanic, so I don't understand how they don't look Hispanic. So I don't know. A couple questions on that. But he's buff, he fights, and he played his purpose. Also in this movie, Charlize Theron. You know, I have high praise for her as an actor. Prometheus is still one of my top movies. You know, she's in it, and some other Mad Max, other great movies that she's in. But she jumped on the Fast and Furious vibe. She has a small role. She's the villain in this again, but she had a bigger role last movie, I think Fast 8. So they're in this movie, no acting range. Really wasn't much acting or anything that I felt that deserved points for what they did, and the movie's 2.5 minutes long. So overall, 2.5 out of 5 cornbreads for me, man. You guys don't get a pass. Next category, cinematography. This movie had a $200+ million budget. So the money's always going to be there for the Fast and Furious franchise. So don't worry about that. As I said, the movie's about 2 hours and 15 minutes. It didn't feel like that, but you were wondering, what am I watching? Where are we going with this? And we'll touch more on that with the storytelling. But cinematography, they put time and effort into this. Like I said, they spent every dime, it feels like, in the $200+ million budget. The trailer took all the best scenes, man. We've talked about that. That is a no. I have to talk to a director one day and see if they make the trailer or is this like a third party make it. But that's not good. I do not like when some of the best scenes are in the trailer. Yes, it's to get people in, but when they're in there, they don't need to see it because they've seen the trailer. Transitions, average. I would say for the money they weren't creative. They had the budget, but it just seems like, hey, we're Fast and Furious franchise. People gonna watch us anyway. So it doesn't seem like they spend a lot of time on transitions from scene to scene. They filmed in different locations though. They were filming in Tokyo, they were filming in London, the jungle, Edinburgh, Scotland, and shit, probably Atlanta too. So locations, they had different areas that they went to. So I really enjoyed that. There's not just stationary, it's not in a room, a city, things like that. They were all across the map. But bad guys always somehow find these individuals when they are across the world, which I don't get, right? So Fast and Furious for cinematography should have its own genre, right? Like any car scenes or outlandish action scenes, you compare those to Fast and Furious. So they did Fast and Furious in this movie. So they did. So cinematography overall, 3.5 out of 5 Cornbread reviews from me. Next category, storytelling. We got to talk about this, man. I'm going to talk about a couple good things before I cook them, man. Got to talk about a good thing. So I really enjoyed the opener. They strayed away from the typical first 5-10 minutes. It's a street race scene and Dom usually wins, right? So they went away from that. It was more of a flashback of telling a little bit story from Dom's perspective, what he'd been through, and a little bit more about him. So they went back instead of in the future. So I really enjoyed it. A little refresher from the franchise on that. They get credit. I'm going to give them a little credit for having the same characters damn near for 9-10 movies. You don't see that in seasons from TV shows, let alone movies. So they do get credit for having the same characters keep coming back, even though they're probably making a gazillion dollars. I'll keep coming back too, but you do get some type of credit for that. Now, Don has a shotgun in every scene. I don't understand. It's in every situation. They be like, hey, Don, we about to go snipe somebody. He has a shotgun. Hey, Don, we going to a pizza party. He has a shotgun. Tactically wise, terrible. I don't understand why he has a shotgun in every scene. And this movie is the epitome of there are no bad ideas. Somebody says, hey, let's put him out of space. Let's go. Let's create it. Let's go on a volcano. Yeah, let's create it. Let's use rockets. Let's put them on an igloo and have them fighting tanks. Go ahead, do it. There was no bad idea that was X'd out, it seems like. Next, they probably fight sharks in Fast 10, or I don't know what they're going to do. But these are not good things, right? It kills the storytelling. And there's so many plot holes in the Fast and Furious franchise, man. This film could be a strainer. How many plot holes it have. Like, it's terrible. I don't understand how everybody's a ninja. I don't understand how everybody's invincible and untouchable. In every scene, you got cars crashing on people. All the bad guys have terrible aim, and none of them can fight. You have an army of people who can't fight. You have an army of people who can't shoot. It gets outlandish at some point, man. So I really don't like that. And I'm also unsure of when Fast and Furious takes place. Like, is this a modern movie? But they have a lot of high-tech weapons, high-tech ammo, and vehicles and ideas, but it seems like it's supposed to take place currently too. So they don't do a good job of creating that. Also, another bad thing is, man, any situation that they can undo, they don't just undo it. People dying, people having kids, just different. I don't know, man. It's very bad storytelling. Yes, you don't need to see the other movies to watch this, but for me, who I've seen all of them, they just make up stuff, man. And that's kind of what the point we're at with Fast and Furious 9. Everything feels made up. So storytelling overall, bad. 2.5 out of 5, man. I can't undo some great movies that I've seen this year with storytelling and then watch this movie, and I'm very underwhelming. So 2.5 out of 5 for me. Next category. Did I get what I bought? Once again, this movie is in theaters, about $12. So not too bad. You know, you're not buying a whole app or something like that. We're going to pay $30 and then this is included. So not too bad. Characters stay true to themselves. I do give them that. So it is a Fast and Furious movie. A lot of one-liners. They have to add in jokes from previous movies. It's Fast and Furious through and through, but ultimately that's not the best thing either. So Overall, did I get what I bought? Yes, but it missed the mark on a couple things. So 3.5 out of 5. Last category, is it a must-see? Once again, rest in peace, Paul Walker. There's a couple cameos in this. Cardi B, she did her thing for 10, 15 seconds. There's a UFC fighter in here. So all the old characters from the old movies came back in this movie. Different characters that you've never seen before in the Fast and Furious universe, had scenes together, had dialogue. So it's really good. I've seen all of them, so of course I was going to see this. But if you have not seen any Fast and Furious movies, or you haven't seen the past 3 or 4, you're really not missing anything from this, man. So overall, is it a must-see? I give it 3 out of 5. For an avid watcher and a movie go-getter, go see it. If you could wait for this to come out on streaming platforms or on demand, I would say watch that. So must-see is at 3 out of 5. Overall, this movie gets close, 3 out of 5. And to me, it's low-key a 2.5, but I did the numbers. 3 out of 5 for me. So that takes us to Fast and Furious 9. It is out now in theaters. But let's talk about a real superhero movie, man. This is the forgotten segment. This, once again, if this is new to the channel, this is a part where I give you a movie that maybe you've heard of, but you haven't seen it, or maybe you saw it a long time ago and it's a hidden gem, or maybe you don't know what I'm talking about. I'm telling you, go stop after this video, go watch this movie. So it's a forgotten segment, forgotten movie, a real superhero movie that came out in 2014. In my opinion, it's top 2, top 3 Marvel movies that they made so far. This is a PG-13 movie, so everybody could go see it. It's Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier. Classic. It's a real superhero movie once again with Captain America, who's played by Chris Evans. Great job with him from start to finish and being holding up that Captain America shield. So kudos to him. And also Sebastian Stan. He plays the Winter Soldier. This is one of the top villains, even though he becomes a good guy. But one of the top villains in the Marvel franchise, up there with Thanos, in my opinion. So it has substance. This movie has direction, meaning, and you don't feel like, why am I watching this movie? You're on the edge of your seat as soon as you watch it. So once again, go check out Winter Soldier. Once again, go subscribe to my channel, share, like the video. Hopefully I didn't disappoint from this movie. And let me know what y'all think, man. If y'all agree with me, disagree. Maybe somebody watched it as an avid watcher of the Fast and Furious and think it's the best movie ever. I don't know. But to me, very average, slightly above average, man. So 3 out of 5 with that. Check out my other reviews from 2021 so far. We're keeping this thing rolling. I'm dropping an episode every week, man. So I appreciate y'all coming back. I love y'all. I'll holla at y'all again. Peace.